Hello, and welcome back to 2 Minutes on Books with Patrice. Well, this is a response video, but first of all, I want to say thank you to all of my new subscribers. I really appreciate you tuning in and subscribing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And with that said, this is a response video to Kevin Towle. His channel is Kevin Towle Reads, and I will link it below. He did a video called To Reread or Not to Reread, and I thought it was really good. So in his video, he talked about, well, at first he hit 3 points. He said there are books that hit the same, or if not better, the second time around. And I agree. I did a video where I said that I would reread 4 books because it seemed like everybody loved them except for me. And one of those books was The Fire Next Time by James Baldwin. And I really just didn't get along with it. And, I was sort of the only person who didn't. And so, but after I read his biography, I really understood things a lot better. And so on the reread, I could really appreciate the book. And of course, I rated it higher. So the next point that Kevin made, that there are books that were just okay after a reread. And I can't say that I have any that fit that category. At least I don't think I do. And then he said there are books where you say, what was I thinking by rereading this? And I would have to say, because one of the 4 books that I reread, well, I only reread 3 of them so far, but one was There by Tommy Orange. Everybody seemed to have loved that book. I couldn't get along with it. And so on the reread, I actually ended up DNFing the book. Did not finish it. And so, yeah, that was what was I thinking? So then, near the end of the video, Kevin asked questions to his viewers. And so to, I guess, put those questions together or address a couple of them, I want to talk about the reasons why I reread. I don't reread often. It's not a major practice for me. But the first reason is that the book was just so good until I'm like, I just have to reread it to get more out of it. And that book, or one of them, is Cast by Isabel Wilkerson. This is just so packed with great information that I'm like, I have to reread it at some point. And another one is The Republic of Pirates by Colin Woodward. This was so good, and it looks like I haven't read it, but I did. I listened on audio. It just has so much information that I want to go back through it and highlight and underline. I just thought this was great. If you like that sort of thing. Then my second reason for rereading is that it could be a book that I read in high school, but I really didn't have a good remembrance of the subject matter or what it was about. And to fit that category, I would say like 1984, Animal Farm, Fahrenheit 451. Those are books that were required reading in high school, but I really didn't remember them, so I reread them, and I enjoyed them. And lastly, I really didn't care for it, but everyone loved it. And the Baldwin book, The Fire Next Time, fit that category. So if something is like a classic or something that everybody has read and they seem to love it, and I give it a try and I really didn't get what they got out of it, then I may be inclined to reread it. So those are my reasons. Um, there are classics that I want to reread at some point. Stoner by John Williams was just great. I bought a copy and gave to someone because I just thought this was a great book. But before I reread it at some point, I really want to read all of John Williams, all of his books. So that might not be anytime soon. And then Moby Dick. I read this with Peg from the History Shelf, and we both said the same thing. We're going to have to do a reread because it was just so much involved in it, and some things that we simply didn't understand or why it was included and whatnot. So yeah, there are indeed various reasons why people reread. So those are mine. So if you are a rereader, let me know. What are there books that you reread every year? Are there only certain instances that you would reread? If you're a booktuber, then maybe you will consider doing a response video. Either way, let me know, and thanks for watching.